Have you ever scrolled through your feed and just felt completely overwhelmed by the sheer volume of microtrends, neon-lit aesthetics, and the endless parade of overnight influencers? It feels like modern culture is absolutely obsessed with this incredibly loud version of glamour, where everyone is just broadcasting their bank accounts and chasing viral notoriety. Haha, it is honestly exhausting just looking at it.
Oh, it is entirely exhausting. Ha ha ha. We are living in an era where people genuinely confuse buying expensive things with actually having a personality. We chase after all this glitz and digital fame, thinking it will give us some sort of weight or importance, but it usually just makes us look desperate. When you look back at the real pioneers of design, their philosophy was the exact opposite. They viewed personal presentation not as a mindless shopping spree, but as a deep, almost philosophical expression of self-awareness. Ha ha ha! It is like society has completely lost the plot and forgotten what true value is.
We really have! Ha ha ha! And that makes me think about that iconic French visionary who famously suggested that a woman really only needs to focus on being brilliantly classy and undeniably fabulous. But she also said something even more profound, that if you ever want to be irreplaceable in this world, you have to be brave enough to be different. Today, it seems like everyone is terrified of standing out in a real way. We just want to look like the most heavily filtered, algorithm-approved version of everyone else. Haha, it is such a bizarre paradox.
Ha ha ha! A tragic paradox indeed. And that is exactly where the danger lies. When you just copy the reigning internet aesthetic, you become entirely replaceable. Just another face in the endless scroll. There is a brilliant observation from another legendary designer, known for his dark sunglasses and sharp tongue, who pointed out that jumping on every passing trend is basically the final stepping stone before you just look outright tacky. Ha ha ha. I love that concept so much. It implies that true style isn't about adding more hype to your wardrobe. It is about severe discipline and knowing exactly who you are.
Discipline! Yes! Ha ha ha. That brings up my absolute favorite concept from our French visionary, the idea that pure elegance is actually just the act of refusal. It is the power of saying no. No to the logomania. No to the flashy excess. No to the crushing pressure to conform to whatever is trending this week. But in a modern culture that constantly screams, more is more, saying no feels almost like a radical act of rebellion, doesn't it? Haha. It is like you are breaking the law by simply keeping things understated and simple.
Ha ha ha. It really is a modern rebellion. Think about the current pursuit of extreme, almost sloppy comfort, too. We have this whole culture now of wearing leisure wear absolutely everywhere, blurring the lines between the bedroom and the boardroom. That same sharp-tongued maestro made a rather cutting remark about elastic waistbands, saying that buying sweatpants is basically waving the white flag of defeat. Ha ha ha! He literally said it means you have lost control of your life. It sounds harsh, but metaphorically, he was talking about intention. When you dress with intention, you are telling the world and yourself that you are showing up for life. You aren't just surviving the day. You are actively participating in it.
Ha ha ha! Waving the white flag in elastic waistbands. I will never get that image out of my head. But it is so incredibly true. He also mentioned that we shouldn't dress to destroy the competition, but rather, we should dress to survive. Ha ha! Fashion as literal armor. It makes you wonder, what exactly are we surviving against today? Is it the overwhelming noise and psychological pressure of the digital age?
Precisely. Ha ha ha. We are surviving the absolute bombardment of mediocrity, the relentless marketing, and the pressure to buy our way into relevance. And the armor isn't about the price tag at all. There is a beautiful sentiment from a master Italian tailor who noted that the real dividing line between passing fads and true style is simply quality. Ha ha ha! Quality of the fabric, yes, but more importantly, the quality of thought behind it. You do not need a closet bursting with clothes to be relevant. You just need a few deliberate choices that perfectly articulate your character.
Which perfectly echoes the genius who revolutionized women's fashion by bringing menswear tailoring into the mix. He once mused that he wished he had invented blue jeans because they represent exactly what we are talking about: modesty, expression, a bit of sex appeal, and total simplicity. Haha, it is wild to think that the absolute pinnacle of high fashion looked at humble, everyday denim and saw the ultimate achievement.
Ha ha ha, because denim has actual soul and utility. And he also brilliantly pointed out that as the years go by, you realize the most important element of any outfit is the actual human being wearing it. The modern tragedy of our glitz-obsessed culture is that we often let the clothes wear us. We become walking billboards for luxury conglomerates, hoping their prestige will magically transfer to our internal insecurities. But true elegance, as a legendary magazine editor noted, resides entirely in the mind. Ha ha ha. If you do not have it up there in your head, no amount of imported silk or rare cashmere is ever going to save you.
Ha ha ha, no amount of cashmere can hide an empty mind. That is the brutal truth. That same editor had such a vibrant, intoxicating way of looking at the world. She believed that style is literally the energy that gets you out of bed and helps you walk down the stairs in the morning. It is a fundamental survival mechanism. And my absolute favorite thing she said was about the necessity of bad taste. She compared a little bit of bad taste to a hearty splash of paprika. Haha, we all need that spice, don't we? The pursuit of flawless perfection is just so incredibly boring and sterile.
Ha ha ha. It is fatally boring. That splash of paprika is your humanity showing through. It is the messy, physical, vibrant, and unpredictable part of life. When people try to curate their lives to look flawlessly wealthy and glamorous on social media, they strip away all the paprika. They become these sterile, beige, predictable aesthetics. But style should be deeply life-enhancing, just like a famously rebellious British punk designer always championed. Ha ha ha. It is meant to bring you immense pleasure and joy, not status anxiety and credit card debt.
Ha ha ha, exactly. Joy and pleasure, which naturally brings us to the core of beauty itself. A famously romantic French couturier once revealed that the ultimate secret to all beauty is simply happiness. He believed there is absolutely no attractive beauty without genuine happiness. And a beloved, iconic Hollywood actress echoed that exact sentiment, saying true beauty isn't in a woman's figure, the clothes she buys, or how she styles her hair. It is in her eyes, because that is the doorway to her heart. Ha ha, it sounds almost like a poem, but it is the most grounded, anti-consumerist truth there is.
Ha ha. It is the ultimate truth, and it totally dismantles the modern beauty industry. That same actress also noted that elegance is the one kind of beauty that never, ever fades. Think about the billions of dollars spent every single year on cosmetics, procedures, and fast fashion, all trying to manufacture a glow that only naturally comes from being genuinely passionate about your life. Cosmetics are very easy to buy, as another icon pointed out, but passion? Ha ha ha. You cannot add passion to a digital shopping cart, no matter how high your credit limit is.
Ha ha ha, you definitely cannot add passion to your cart, no matter how hard society tries to sell it to you. But let's pivot slightly to the modern professional arena, because there is a very pragmatic side to all of this. A certain infamous, bob-haired magazine editor once gave the ultimate power play advice. If you find yourself in a position where you cannot outsmart or outperform your competition, you should just make sure you dress better than them. Haha, it is completely ruthless, but it acknowledges the undeniable psychological power of presentation in our culture.
It is brilliantly ruthless, but it is really about taking absolute control of your own narrative in a chaotic world. That same editor advocated for creating a unique personal signature, something entirely your own, yet instantly recognizable to everyone else. It is about deciding who you are before society decides for you. A famous Italian designer championed this exact philosophy too, urging people not to let fashion own them. Ha ha ha! You have to be the master of your own expression. You, and only you, decide what you project into the world, regardless of what the magazines dictate.
Ha ha ha, master of your own expression. I think that is the absolute perfect lens to view our modern culture through. We are drowning in endless options, yet we are completely starving for authenticity. We chase the glitz, the money, and the fleeting notoriety, thinking it will make us memorable, but the real legends, the ones who shaped history, tell us that trends simply evaporate. The only thing that truly remains, the only thing that echoes through time, is authentic personal style. Haha, it really makes you want to go clean out your entire closet and start fresh, doesn't it?
Ha ha ha. It absolutely does. It forces a rather uncomfortable but necessary philosophical question upon all of us. Are the things you surround yourself with amplifying your true self? Or are they hiding it? Are you buying things to express your soul or to mask your insecurities? Every single morning when we get dressed, we are either reinforcing the shallow noise of the modern world or we are making a quiet, elegant refusal. Ha ha ha. The beautiful part is that the choice is entirely ours to make.
Ha ha ha, what a remarkably powerful thought to leave on. A quiet, elegant refusal. It is not about what you eagerly put on to impress strangers. It is about what you have the profound courage to leave behind. Thank you all for joining us on this deep dive into the architecture of elegance and the true cost of modern glamour. Take a long look in your mirror today and ask yourself, are you wearing your life, or is your life wearing you? Haha, until next time, keep it beautifully, undeniably real.